I am getting ready to assemble another console table, and before I do, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for those of you who are new, just to show you how I go about connecting the X bracing into the table itself. A couple of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. For you more experienced people, I'd love to hear how you do it, but this is how I'm doing it now. Now, I've got the two cross braces here ready to go. Now, if you haven't done cross bracing before, it can be a little intimidating at first. I know it was for me, but I created an entire video on how to get the exact angles really easy and how to get them nice and tight into that space. So I'll put these together and then I'll show you where we go from there. Okay, before I actually put the X bracing in, I'm going to show you the prep work I go through to get ready for that. And it actually starts before I even put the table together. So when you're drilling the pocket holes to put your aprons and your legs and all that together, here's what I do. On each end, I will drill a pocket hole 3/4 inch setting down to go into the leg, and you can see I got a screw in there. So when I'm ready to install, I'll just clamp the X bracing in place, and there's glue on the bracing and the apron, and then screw it down. Now, to prepare for the glue, I'll put a couple of pieces of tape on each end, up on the top too. That way, when I'm going to paint this table, I like to paint all the pieces separate before they go in. That way there's full coverage and it's just easier not to reach into the corners and everything. So once it's painted, then I will tear the tape off. There'll be bare wood there, and that'll help the X bracing adhere to the table with the glue with no paint on there. So, and then as far as the bottom goes, I will put a 2.5 inch screw up from the bottom. I will pre-drill once the brace is in. I'll pre-drill it, it's clamped in. I'll pre-drill smaller diameter than what the screw is. 2.5 inch screw, screw it up from the bottom. And that's basically the whole procedure right there. But you got to remember to drill those ahead of time, because once they're in, you can still do it, but it's a little hard. Now you can see got a pocket hole here going up, and I got some along the side. Now that's going to be for the top of the bench. Now if you're worried about the top warping or cupping because of the pocket holes, you could use Z-clips. I'll put a card above to a video I did on how to use Z-clips to help prevent that. In my area, we have really low humidity, so I don't have to worry about the boards cupping or anything like that. But that's basically all I had. Let me show you this X.